Welcome to our countdown of the 10 most dangerous animals in the United States. From deserts to forests, oceans to backyards, these creatures are closer than you think, each with unique adaptations that make them a threat. Let's begin our journey into the wild side of America. Number 10 on our list is the wild boar, an invasive powerhouse that has become one of the most formidable and destructive animals in North America. Originally native to Europe and Asia, wild boars were introduced to the United States for hunting purposes in the early 1900s. Since then, their population has exploded, and they've adapted remarkably well to a wide range of environments, from dense forests to open fields and even suburban areas. Today, wild boars have taken over much of the southern U.S., with their range rapidly expanding into new territories every year. They are now found in at least 35 states, and their numbers are estimated to be in the millions. This rapid spread is due in part to their high reproductive rate. A single sow can produce 2 litters of piglets each year, with up to a dozen piglets per litter. Weighing up to 400 pounds, wild boars are built like tanks. They're armed with razor-sharp tusks that can inflict serious injuries on predators, livestock, and even humans. Their thick, bristly hide offers protection from bites and scratches, making them difficult to subdue. Wild boars are unpredictable and can become extremely aggressive, especially when defending their young or when cornered. Encounters with these animals can be dangerous, as they are known to charge without warning. But it's not just their aggression that makes them a threat. Wild boars are notorious for their rooting behavior, where they use their powerful snouts to dig up soil in search of food. This activity destroys crops, damages pastures, and leads to soil erosion. Farmers across the country have suffered millions of dollars in losses due to wild boar infestations, as entire fields can be ruined overnight. The problems don't stop there. Wild boars also pose a serious risk to livestock by spreading diseases such as swine brucellosis, pseudorabies, and even foot and mouth disease. These illnesses can devastate herds and have significant economic impacts on farmers. Occasionally, wild boars can transmit diseases to humans as well, making them a public health concern in areas where their populations are dense. Their relentless expansion and destructive habits have made wild boars one of the most challenging invasive species to control. They move in large groups, known as sounders, and can travel long distances in search of food and new territory. Their intelligence and adaptability make them difficult to trap or eradicate, and traditional hunting methods have done little to slow their spread. Sometimes, the most dangerous animals are the ones we brought here ourselves. The wild boar is a stark reminder of how introducing a single species can have far-reaching and unintended consequences for our landscapes, our farms, and even our own safety. At number 9, we have a creature that's almost invisible to the naked eye, yet responsible for more deaths than any other animal on Earth, the mosquito. Despite its tiny size, this insect is a formidable hunter, silently stalking its prey and striking with precision. Its delicate wings barely make a sound as it hovers, waiting for the perfect moment to land and feed. Mosquitoes are not just annoying, they are deadly vectors for a range of serious diseases. With a single bite, they can transmit viruses like West Nile virus, Eastern equine encephalitis, and St. Louis encephalitis. But that's just the beginning. Around the world, mosquitoes are also responsible for spreading malaria, dengue fever, Zika virus, yellow fever, and chikungunya. These diseases claim hundreds of thousands of lives every year, making the mosquito the deadliest animal to humans by far. What makes mosquitoes so dangerous is their ability to thrive almost anywhere. They breed in any standing water, from the smallest puddle in a city street to vast swamps and wetlands. Even a forgotten flower pot or a rain-filled tire can become a nursery for hundreds of larvae. After a rainstorm, their numbers explode, and they can quickly invade both rural and urban environments. For most people, a mosquito bite is just an itchy nuisance, but for some, a single bite can change everything. An infected mosquito can transmit a life-altering or even life-threatening illness in seconds. Children, the elderly, and those with weakened immune systems are especially vulnerable to these diseases, which can cause severe complications or even death. Their adaptability and sheer numbers make them a relentless threat, especially during the warm summer months. Swarms of mosquitoes can descend on a backyard barbecue, a camping trip, or a quiet evening walk, turning outdoor fun into a battle against bites. Their persistence and ability to reproduce rapidly mean that they are almost impossible to eradicate completely. With their specialized mouthparts, mosquitoes pierce the skin and draw blood with astonishing efficiency. Their saliva contains chemicals that prevent clotting, allowing them to feed undetected until it's too late. This stealthy approach is what makes them such effective killers, spreading disease before their victims even realize they've been bitten. Sometimes, the deadliest dangers are the smallest. The mosquito's size belies its impact, reminding us that even the tiniest creatures can have a massive effect on our lives and our health. Number 8 takes us to the ocean, the great white shark. Growing up to 20 feet long, these apex predators patrol both Atlantic and Pacific coasts. Humans aren't their preferred prey, but mistaken identity can lead to devastating bites. Fatal attacks are rare, but the power of a great white is unmatched. Even a single bite can be catastrophic. Their presence in popular waters earns them a spot on our list. Respect the ocean's top predator. Number 7 lurks in the shadows, the black widow spider. Recognizable by its red hourglass, the female's venom is a potent neurotoxin. Bites are accidental but can cause severe pain, muscle cramps, and breathing difficulties. Fatalities are rare thanks to anti-venom, but the experience is unforgettable. The black widow reminds us that danger can hide in the quietest corners. Always check before you reach. Number 6 is the American bison. Majestic, massive, and deceptively calm. Weighing up to 2,000 pounds, bison can run 35 miles per hour and turn on a dime. Most injuries occur when people get too close, mistaking their calm for tameness. A charging bison can cause severe injuries or death. They injure more people in Yellowstone than any other animal. Respect their space. These gentle giants can become deadly in an instant. Wild means unpredictable. Number 5 is the brown recluse spider, found in attics and closets across the South and Midwest. Its venom destroys tissue, causing slow-healing necrotic wounds. Bites are painless at first, but can develop into severe ulcers and scarring. Systemic reactions are rare, but the damage can be lasting. The brown recluse is a quiet threat, hidden in our homes. Sometimes, the smallest bite leaves the deepest scar. Number 4 is the mountain lion, the elusive ghost of the American West. Powerful, stealthy, and rarely seen, these cats are expert ambush predators. Attacks on humans are rare, but when they occur, they're often predatory and sudden. As we encroach on their territory, encounters are increasing. The psychological impact of sharing space with such a predator is profound. Mountain lions remind us that the wild is never far away. Stay alert in their domain. Number 3 is the eastern diamondback rattlesnake, the largest, most dangerous venomous snake in North America. Its rattle is a warning, its bite, a medical emergency. The venom destroys blood and tissue, and a large snake can deliver a fatal dose. Most bites happen when people accidentally step too close. Prompt treatment is crucial, but recovery can be long and painful. The diamondback is a king among snakes, beautiful, but deadly. Heed the warning. Number 2 is the grizzly bear, a true titan of the wild. Weighing over 1,000 pounds, grizzlies are fast, powerful, and fiercely protective. Most attacks are defensive, often when surprised or when cubs are threatened. A single swipe can be fatal. Grizzlies demand respect and space. They are a living reminder that we are not always at the top of the food chain. Their presence keeps the wild, wild. Never underestimate their power. Number 1 on our list is the white-tailed deer, an animal that might surprise you as America's most dangerous. With their gentle eyes and graceful movements, they seem like the last creature you'd expect to top this list. But beneath that calm exterior lies a hidden danger that affects thousands of people every year. Unlike the predators we often fear, the white-tailed deer isn't out to hunt us. Yet it's responsible for more human deaths annually than any other animal in the United States. The reason? It's all about where they live and how they move. As suburbs and cities expand into their habitats, deer are increasingly found wandering through neighborhoods, grazing on lawns, and, most dangerously, crossing busy roads. With an estimated 30 million deer roaming across the country, the odds of encountering one are higher than ever. Each year, over 1.5 million vehicle collisions involve deer, leading to thousands of injuries and, tragically, around 200 deaths. These accidents can happen in the blink of an eye, especially at dawn or dusk when deer are most active and visibility is low. The impact can be devastating, not just for drivers and passengers, but for the deer as well. But the danger doesn't stop at the roadside. White-tailed deer also play a major role in the spread of ticks, particularly the black-legged tick, which carries Lyme disease. As deer move through forests, fields, and even backyards, they transport these tiny parasites, increasing the risk of tick-borne illnesses for people and pets alike. In some regions, the rise in deer populations has directly contributed to a surge in Lyme disease cases, making them a public health concern as well as a traffic hazard. What makes the white-tailed deer so dangerous isn't aggression or predatory behavior, it's their sheer numbers and their close proximity to where we live, work, and travel. As we continue to build homes and roads through their habitats, our lives become more intertwined, and the risks increase. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes, the most familiar animals can pose the greatest hazards. We often overlook the risks that come from creatures we see every day, but the statistics tell a different story. So next time you see a deer crossing sign or catch a glimpse of a deer in your headlights, remember, our worlds are more connected than we realize, and these encounters can have serious consequences. It's a sobering reminder of how our expanding world collides with the natural one. Sometimes, the greatest threat is hiding in plain sight, quietly blending into the background, until our paths unexpectedly cross. Our journey through America's most dangerous creatures ends here. These animals aren't malicious, they're simply surviving as they always have. Respect, awareness, and distance are key to safe coexistence. Share your own wild encounters in the comments, and subscribe for more explorations of the natural world. Stay curious, and stay safe.